All right, let's not waste your time. So earlier today, FCC Chairman Brendan Carr, because that name sounds like you're familiar with the Anthony Starr, who played Homelander in from the Boys TV series, but what do you know? Anyway, he also in G20 movie, but on Prime Video because this is the same. I don't know, but he on earlier today that President Skydance committed to hire the Altman from CBS News after they complete the merger with Paramount Global, and he had filed for the FCC this week or so. He said in a statement that I was really pleased to see Skydance put on the feeling that's saying if it did go through, they are committing to serious changes at CBS. I think there will be a good thing. They are committed to addressing the base issues. They commit embracing fact-based journalism. They are commit. They are also commit the either the not extending and remove the invasive form of the DI discretion, but it's not all the simulations committed that they have offered. So we take a look at. So we are going to take a look at that, and then this is stupid. They removed DEI discrimination, and this is not a. This is a joke. This why. I mean, Paramount Skydance merger is was not happy even. They canceled the late show with Steve Gerber because of reasons that because of the $6 million settlement with Donald Trump. That's and also they canceled the Tiny Chef show and the Bruce Goes and You. And I got even better. Originally they get canceled South Park, but the because in South Park all seasons of South Park was removed on Paramount Plus in overseas, but they reversed course because their trademarker Matt Stone creators of South Park was signing an overhaul deal, and especially the streaming deal of South Park seasons over a Paramount Plus. That's made no sense. Sorry that, but so this is a not really good. I mean this is might be the worst that Warner Bros. Discovery, and yes, Paramount and Skydance are to become the new Warner Bros. Discovery, and especially common with David Ellison with David Sassa. Two different Davids. But I know they cancel a lot. Like he said it many times, they cancel other projects. They got a lawsuit settlement with Donald Trump and CBS News related to 60 Minutes interview and financial decisions. That make no sense. But this is the dumbest decision. I boycott Paramount Skydance a lot, but let's continue on in the feeling that Skydance Stadium almost meant role would be a good place that for a period for 2 years and report the president of the new Paramount company, David Ellison, emphasized that the committed was royalty. Skydance said that almost men will promote transparency and accountability, and this is again, this is a joke. I mean, I boycott Paramount Skydance many times on my channel, and I don't care. But and Skydance continues said we will ensure that the company array the news and entertainment programming embodies of the devices of the viewpoint across the political and ideology spectrum, consistent of the validity perception of the viewer audience. Skydance recognized that as a broadcast licensing, it will be charged that operated in the public interest. And then the company intends to undertake the comprehensive review of CBS and to make any necessary changes. Sorry, that's my name. Sorry that. And necessary changes to ensure a compliance with that standard in all respect. Skydance, we ensure that CBS report is fair, on base and the fact base. This is look. I said before the late show with Stephen Colbert was canceled because of merger, and I give it BS for that. This is a look. The entertainment programming is about the sorry that got a lot of problems. This show, the late show with Stephen Colbert was the political. Like he mocks Donald Trump and all that stuff, but this is stupid. And Anna Gomez in the Soldier Glimmerite was blasting the Skydance feeling, said this. Cowardly capitalized upon never seen before controls over the newsroom decisions and editorial content. This is in a direct violation of the First Amendment and the law that the companies also said that the cooperating of this agency equality demands to undermine efforts and combat discrimination and expand equity opportunity. Turns out it is quite easy to sell out your appreciation for per profit and especially to continue. What convinced me that the president administration has led to the basically about a person who serves in the Czech news division, and that is what I want. You heard me over and over again. They complaints about how the networks report the news, so because it is unfair. It is the base. They are constantly complain about the witches. By the way, I find it very rich that we keep talking about the loss of trust of journalism when this investigation has spent the last 10 years sour this trust in the mainstream media. So I think it's really problematic that this was done in order to gain approval of the transaction from the regularity agency that should be not in the freedom of the press. Yeah, I agree. This is a joke. Like, see, Paramount's Skydance merger affected Donald Trump's outlets about news outlets between the after the 60 Minutes lawsuit. I don't know. The late I made a bunch of videos about the Late Show about the hating about Donald Trump and especially recent Epstein file scandal that I think this is a joke. This is might be the dumbest decision. I think if the David Ellison was a Trump supporter, it was, but this is might be the dumbest decision. Like I don't trust Donald Trump. I'm not a Trump supporter, and I want to know that if Brenda Carr wants to approval, like he's a approval of the FCC about the Paramount Skydance merger and to commit the serious changes at CBS because they already canceled. Like I said, they already canceled the Late Show with Stephen Colbert because it was a political late night show. They have to be kidding me. And they got even worse. That Donald Trump said on the through social said Jimmy Kimmel was going to be canceled next. That made no sense. Like, dude, Jimmy Kimmel Live was produced from ABC, the parent company of Walt Disney Company, led by Bob Iger, who going to left Disney soon because look, I know Disney got a lot of money, but especially the Needless Dish and the new MCU Fantastic Four movie with Pedro Pascal got a lot of money. And then last year we got the Inside Out 2 and the Deadpool Wolverine got a box office success. But this did not. Paramount got a massive box office disappointment occasionally of the Mission Impossible the final record because I mean they got Vanessa Kirby in it kind of. They have only have opening credits because he declined to do a role because they have been filming Fantastic Four, the First Steps movie. So, I mean, no offense, but I love Vanessa Kirby. He's great at Sue Storm, but I hope we're gonna see on maybe on a few days. But still, I why Brenda Carr was praising about that, and Anna Gomez was not happy. But few months later, FCC approval got approval Skydance and Paramount manager because he changed their mind. Yes, because this is might be this is the could be the end, and this is going to be the end of a merger between Paramount and Skydance. Because I don't trust anything. FCC approval rate got approval for Skydance and Paramount merger because this is going to be a dumbest decision. This is I boycott of these companies. Mostly Donald Trump because of Donald Trump. Seriously, what the hell? Okay, whenever many years ago, back in 2018, when um, Warner Brothers sold to 1818 by the approval by FCC and of course Donald Trump at the time was a become the president first term of the president of the United States, and these are dumb decisions. This is in my view. I mean, after like Warner Media was going a lot of problems. There's Wata Hamada. They all run the DC's films, and that didn't work, and including the Shazam was box office success, but then that Snyder Cut of Justice League was dumped on HBO Max, and nobody saw it. And even the subsidiaries, Rooster Teeth, as well as the other like Stewart Tag was sold to other media and then bought by Warner Media, and then they shut it down, along including Stewart Tag and Machinima. That's right, the Machinima, the YouTube network that nobody gave a shit about. It was shut down, but Rooster Teeth still on retained by Warner Media, later Warner Brothers Discovery, and then shut it down and sold back to the original owners, and it will become the independent again. So that's the thing. But it did the same thing many, and then unfortunately that Warner Media didn't last long. It sold to Warner Brothers. Media assets were merged with Discovery, known as Warner Bros. Discovery. You know as today because I don't trust Warner Bros. Discovery, and especially David Zaslav. I don't trust him. But many years later, they did the same thing this year with Paramount and Skydance merger. They had financial decisions, like they canceled a lot of content, like the Late Show with Stephen Colbert, the Tiny Chef Show, and Blue's Clues New. But also, South Park was originally getting canceled because of they removed all the seasons of South Park on Paramount Plus worldwide, but they changed, but the reverse course because they didn't. The South Park creators signed a 5-year streaming deal of Paramount Plus, and then and then they decided decided unremoved all seasons of Paramount Plus of US and overseas. But and then pretty much that's when you know. And then a lot of lawsuit said $60 million lawsuit settlement between Donald Trump and CBS News related to 60 Minutes interview. But this is going to be a joke. This is not happening. This is not happening. Like you got mixed, split reactions. Some good, some not so good. But in fact, Brendan Carr said in the statement that Americans no longer trust the legacy of natural news media to report fully and accurately and fairly. It is time for a change. This, dude, why? You mean CBS decided to drop news coverage entirely and focus on doing? This is a joke. What the hell? You. I don't know. This is could be a terrible decision. That like I said many times, they canceled the late show with Stephen Colbert because he was a political late night show. Why? Okay, let's continue. That is why I welcome Skydance community to make the signature changes at once to restore the CBS broadcasting network. In particular, Skydance has a written commitments that ensure that the new company programming impose the diversity of a viewpoint across the political and agricultural spectrum. Oh wait, they already did. Oh yeah, actually they already did that statement. But we added the last minute at the end. Doing it was so well to begin the process in earnings back to American Trust. Today decides also to mark another step forward of the FCC's effort to emulate the embraces forms of the DEI. That's why this is a joke. I mean, look, the approval rating of Donald Trump is not so well, especially the FCC approval of got approval from Skydance and Paramount merger. It was going to be closed in October, and I don't trust them. I don't trust the merger. Like I boycott. Like I don't. I'm not going to see the Liam Neeson's the Naked Gun reboot movie, along with the Edgar Wright's the Naked Gun, the Running Man movie because of the Skydance and Paramount merger. Because I want to go to see the Bad Guys 2 movie. This is a sequel. This is actually a sequel of the DreamWorks most box office success film of all time from 2022 and 2023, I think. But yeah, I want to go see that instead of stupid Paramount crap. Yeah, after the box office flop that is the Smurfs reboot with Rihanna as Smurfette, I don't know. This is this is the dumbest decision. Like, look, I know the FCC are good about these Skydance and Paramount merger because this is a joke. I mean, it got even worse. That Anna Gomez also got in continue on with the statement said at the month of the car. Oh wait, I already did. Okay, well, and yeah, this is a joke. Well, okay, never mind. And Anna Gomez was against that warning that said this at the month of cowardly capitalizing of this inventation, Paramount will Paramount finally got what it wanted. Unfortunately, the American it is the American public who who will ultimately pay the price for the action. And I agree. In the president's move, the once independent FCC used to be who has this power to preserve Paramount to broker a private legal settlement. Yes, related to the 60 Minutes lawsuit. In the third important press freedom, once again, the agency was undermining Mited's effort to combat discrimination and expand the opportunity by overstepping of the authority and innovated in the property matters resident of another government entire by the proper injustice and the issues. Even these issues, even more alarming that it is now imposed never seen before controls over the newsroom decisions that editorial judgment in direct violation of the First Amendment in the law. And it continues that this is this is a joke. Yeah, I agreed. And continue on in the statement that it's not done of them assaulting. Instead, they continue about the Gomez said it is not done with it assaulting the first. Oh wait, I read it. No, okay, we continue. There's yeah, I think this is say in the statement. Okay, to continue on. This is not done with the first is assault of the first amendment. In fact, it may be only the beginning. The parallel payout of this record approval had embodied who believed the government can and should abuse the power and they accept the financial and aggregate consent. The many favor the treatment of the secure positive media coverage. Is it a dark chapter? It was, and it is in a long and growing record of abuse that threatened the press freedom in this country. But the violation endures the only the investigation that choose capitalism over courts. It is time for the companies, journalists, and citizens alike to stand up and speak up. And because unchecked and unquestioned power has no right of place in America. You know what? I go BS, Gomez. You're not in the state. This is Paramount is maybe the most political merger in all time since the Warner Media merger in 2018. This is I'm not happy for that. I we boycott Paramount Skydance merger because due to the ratio with Stephen Colbert cancellation. I don't trust these companies because if you're not like this is I'm a funny member of the boycotting Paramount and Skydance merger because movement because I have to say if you're hating about the president who committed Baba between of the Paramount Skydance merger, you're not anyone. And even complained by and a few months ago, there's a say they got to settle $6 million, $60 million a settlement, lawsuit settlement, and I give it a BS for that. And they continued in the statement that this transaction reflect the free market at work, where private investment, not government intervention, is the proceed the economy American Media Institute. Doing a review of the transaction, the convinces the merit of the merger was lawful and the will serve the public interest. And the deal brings the fresh leadership and the new capital and a clean plan to compete on domain tech platforms. Skydance combined to create excellence of Operation Discourage offers new Paramount that real path forward in today's challenging media environment. And that made no sense. This is gonna be the dumbest decision on the merger history since Paramount and Skydance merger, Warner Bros. Discovery merger, and especially Warner Media merger between 2018 and 2022. I think this is might be and look, David Ellison might become the new David Zaslav over at Warner Bros. Discovery. He is a Trump supporter. He canceled a lot of stuff because of financial decision over a merger, and then the FCC got approval of the Paramount and Skydance merger, and I don't trust these companies. You know what? This is my channel, and I know this is related to political stuff. I boycott Paramount and Skydance a lot since the 2 weeks ago. They canceled. They complained that the South Park was going to be canceled because they got removed on Paramount streaming service, and now the first course they got re-signed anyway. So, and then the recent season 27 premiere of South Park, the White House not happy about including Donald Trump in that episode where the devil replaced Saddam Hussein, rest in peace. That because I know this might be the eve of the Paramount Skydance merger. So please, if you still boycott Paramount Skydance merger because I don't trust him. If you please boycott Paramount Skydance already. I said many times. Please, if you are no and also this is real annoying. Why? Because it canceled the Late Show with Stephen Colbert for political reasons and financial decisions. Because the Late Show with Stephen Colbert is not going to be canceled yet because it's a top rated late night show on America, overtaking the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. So this is our world. This is my channel. I posting a lot of clips of the Late Show with Stephen Colbert on my channel, but this because the Paramount Skydance mergers canceled the Late Show with Stephen Colbert to make way to the more financial decision about the new era, and especially David Ellison. That's bullshit. You know what? This is a wake up call to everyone. Donald Trump, David Ellison, and everyone in Paramount Skydance. We need to say boycott already. Let's boycott Paramount and Skydance already, and because we need to, and this is going to become the new Warner Bros. Discovery situation. So please boycott Paramount and Skydance already. Go watch South Park season 27 premiere on Paramount Plus, and please save the Late Show with Stephen Colbert from cancellation. And please, for the love of God, don't tell David Ellison and Donald Trump and everyone, the FCC chairman, Brendan Carr, and Ana Gomez too. So please, let's do boycott Paramount and Skydance movement. Hashtag save the Late Show. Hashtag boycott Paramount. Hashtag boycott Skydance. Hashtag boycott Paramount Skydance. And hashtag David Ellison. That was a lot of time on making this video. So please boycott Paramount Skydance already. And that's a wise man once said. If you were watching my channel, and most importantly, John F. Kennedy once said, ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. So please, boycott Paramount Skydance. We're still the movement. Thank you for watching.